Okay, dance one, here is vocabulary 2. The first word on your list is arabesque. Arabesque. When I'm standing in an arabesque, my back leg is extended and it's straight. My foot is pointed. I can also lift it. Arabesque. Okay, so again, arabesque. Number 2 is batma. And with batma, I am simply brushing the leg up and it is coming down controlled. It means to beat. So what that means is that when it comes down, the working leg beats against the supporting leg. And I want to keep it straight. I want to make sure that my abdomen is pulled up, that I'm not slouching or leaning back. I have good alignment. When I do this, my foot brushes the floor, it kicks up and it comes down. Make sure also that for this particular batma that I'd like you to do, we are not going on releve. We're going to keep the supporting leg straight and the heel down on the ground. Batma. That batma was en avant. I can also do it à la seconde or derrière. Batma. Your third word is chaîné. Chaîné is a turn. Chaîné. And with this turn, I'm actually performing it in first position. My legs are coming close together, and I'm turning from one foot to the other foot to the next foot. So it's really 3 small steps. Okay. So chaîné turn. And in slow motion, when I do this turn, and my arms are held in first for this particular turn that I want you to do, it's step, step, step. And when I come down, notice I'm in first. Make sure that you are not leaning back or coming forward, but that you are in good alignment. Make sure also that your knees are not straight, but you're pulling up through your thighs. Your fourth word is coupe. Your fourth word is coupe. And coupe means to cut. And with a coupe, my foot is down at my ankle. Coupe, to cut. Okay? So the foot is held at the ankle. Your fifth word is développé. Développé sounds like the word develop, and that's exactly what it means. When I développé my leg, it comes up and it extends. I can do this to the front, en avant, à la seconde, or derrière. So when I développé, it comes up and it extends. Développé, it comes up into passé and it extends. Développé. Your sixth word is a pas de bourrée. Your sixth word is pas de bourrée. Pas de bourrée. Pas de bourrée. And this is 3 small steps. And because this unit we're doing jazz, we're going to do a jazz pas de bourrée as compared to a ballet pas de bourrée, or as opposed to a ballet pas de bourrée. So with a jazz pas de bourrée, okay, I'm going to do this facing front and then facing back. I'm going to step behind myself, out to the side, and then lunge on my leg. Back, side, lunge. And you notice the steps are small. Back, side, lunge. Back, side, lunge. From the back, back, side, lunge. Pas de bourrée. Pas de bourrée. Okay? One more time on that, because I don't know if you saw me. Okay. Back, side, lunge. Your seventh word is passé, and passé is kind of like a coupe. You notice that my knee is pressed to the side. Okay, and for this one, for passé, it's going to come up, and this is in turnout, but my foot is at my knee. So as opposed to coupe where it's at my ankle, my foot is now at my knee. And this is in a turned out position, so I want my heel to press forward so that I'm not sickle. But since we are doing jazz, you can also have a passé, so you notice that it is held at my knee, but the knee is forward because I'm working from a parallel position. Passé, okay? On your passe, make sure again if it's in parallel that you're not sickling your foot. So the best way for a beginner to think about this is, I want my heel to come up to my knee. Okay. So coupe down at my ankle, passe up at my knee. Make sure your hips aren't off. Your final word is sauté. Sauté looks like sauté. And when you saute something in a frying pan, the vegetables will kind of pop up. You're doing like stir fry, got the heat going in the oil, okay? So sauté is much like saute, all right? So you're thinking about those veggies, oil popping up. It's the same thing. With sauté, we are jumping, we're popping up, we're in the frying pan. Okay? Sauté is another word for jump. You want to begin and end your sautés always, or any kind of jump, with a plie, bending of the knees. And this is also going to help you lift. And then notice that I plied when I came back down. I don't want to land with straight knees. That's going to mess up my body. So make sure when you sauté, you bend first. Also notice in this particular sauté, when I came up in the air, my legs were straight. I didn't frog jump. I came up, and they were nice and straight. So those are your vocabulary words that are on your list 1 through 8. The other words that I want you to be aware of are pivot, okay, a pivot. In a pivot, my feet stay planted and my body changes. Pivot, pivot, pivot. That can commonly be used in jazz and many other genres of dance, but we are going to use a pivot in our combination and during our daily exercises. So be able to identify it and perform it. A step, pivot, pivot. Also, beware of grapevine. We've been doing this in warm-ups, so you should understand what a grapevine is and be able to do one. It's side, step, side, side, step, side. You can step behind yourself. You can step in front of yourself. Okay. But a grapevine is that traveling step, side, step, side, side, step, side. You also want to be able to do a jazz square. It has the word jazz in it. Clearly you're going to be using it in a jazz combination at some point. All right. It's a beginner move, and it's very popular. With a jazz square, I'm going to do this facing front first. Step, cross, step back, side. And notice I changed feet every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, right, left, right, left. I'm imagining that I'm stepping on a square. Okay. This is a rectangle, but we'll pretend that it's square. And I'm stepping on each of the points. Okay. Here's a point, 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 point. From the back, a jazz square looks like this. I was starting on the right foot, right, left, right, left. Okay. Finally, the last thing is a kickball change. Sounds exactly what it is, like what it is. So I kick my foot, I step back on it, ball, change. I switch my weight. Kick, ball, change. 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 From the back, kick, ball, change. Kick, ball of my foot, change feet. Kick, ball, change. Kick, ball, change. That is your vocabulary. Make sure that you study for your test.